The world's ultra-wealthy are known for leading shockingly lavish lives, and occasionally they continue to astound us. There appears to be an art to these expensive lifestyle choices, but no Saudi prince has come close to mastering it as Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman Assad, who has a $1 trillion fortune at his disposal. There are no restrictions on what Prince Salman can spend on. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who would brag about being a trillionaire when the richest person in the world is worth only $250 billion, which is still a lot of money short of the big T status? Well, there shouldn't be any questions when the trillionaire in question is Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS for short. Mohammed bin Salman Assad, the de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia, has influence over the $500 billion sovereign wealth of his country's public investment funds. Even though it falls just shy of $1 trillion, you are advised not to question the Crown Prince. Nevertheless, it is safe to assume that the prince actually has trillions of dollars at his disposal. The Crown Prince is having the time of his life thinking up extravagant ways to spend all the money that is flowing in, which is all MBS has to do. Let's take a peek at what it's like to live the life of the Saudi royal, from ancient mansions to gold-plated stuff. Welcome to Unleash Billions. Chateau Louis XIV. What therefore would a prince be without a palace, or in this case, many palaces scattered over the globe? Let's start with a jewel in the Crown Prince's residential residence collection, Chateau Louis XIV. To begin this never-ending list of his opulent acquisitions. In 2015, Prince Salman purchased the Chateau Louis XIV, setting a new record in the process. For the Saudi royal, it's just another day at the office. Few people can say they broke a world record to find housing. When he paid $300 million for the luxurious chateau, he set the record for the most expensive residential property ever purchased. Ayman Khashoggi, a French real estate developer of Saudi descent, purchased the chateau in 2008 and started to renovate it with the goal of creating something new with a historical twist, a contemporary installation blended with 17th century traditional workmanship. In order to build his ideal home, Khashoggi hired more than 120 people each day for 3 years while working on the 57-acre chateau. Over 131,000 people, including sculptors, mosaic artists, gilders, cabinet makers, marble masons, landscapers, clock makers, bronze casters, and coppersmiths, had contributed to the chateau's completion. The building has a nightclub, huge Louis XIV monument, elegantly carved fireplaces, parks, French-style gardens, and several painted ceilings. It also has a surrounding moat with an underwater area. The Serene Yacht. One would assume that the home that was so expertly constructed would be the prized possession of every owner, especially given its absurdly high price. But it appears that Prince Salman's acquisition of the chateau was just the beginning, as he then decided to spend even more money to acquire one of the largest private yachts in the world. Late in 2016, Prince Salman paid a stunning $500 million for the 440-foot-long yacht Serene, almost twice the cost of his chateau. Serene was initially constructed at a cost of $330 million for Russian vodka mogul Yuri Shefler, but the sale fell through. Bill Gates, who currently tops Forbes' list of wealthiest people, once leased the boat for $5 billion per week. While on vacation in southern France, MBS came across the yacht and immediately knew he had to purchase it. Serene is more than just a gorgeous face in the water, in case you are wondering. It has 2 helipads, various swimming pools, an underwater viewing area, bars, a jacuzzi, and an indoor climbing wall in addition to a meeting room. The Salvatore Mundi. The most expensive artwork in history, the Salvatore Mundi, is said to hang on the walls of Prince Salman's main room aboard the Serene. Italian high Renaissance artist Leonardo da Vinci created the stunning artwork between the 15th and 16th centuries. In it, Jesus Christ is pictured wearing a blue Renaissance outfit, holding a non-refracting crystal orb in his left hand while making the sign of the cross with his right hand. These masterpieces cost a record-breaking $450.3 million to purchase, making it nearly as pricey as the yacht where it is purportedly kept. You must have seen it by now, but if not, it is safe to say that the Crown Prince appears to have a talent for smashing world spending records. Gold-plated cars. You can tell that Prince Salman has a flair for magnificence by his propensity to set records. He obviously doesn't stop at setting records though. MBS drives about in all gold vehicles. A gold-plated Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport, one of the rarest contemporary automobiles in the world with just 468 produced, is among the outrageously expensive fleet of vehicles owned by the Crown Prince. When you can have more, why just have one? Prince Salman owns multiple golden vehicles, in case you were curious. He also has a Mercedes-Benz G63 6x6 truck, a Bentley Continental, a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, an $8 million Lamborghini, and a gold-plated Range Rover. MBS could probably blind villains with all this wealth, or perhaps he could simply pay them to death, if the Golden Flash lacked a superpower. Owning a football club. Prince Salman's latest recent purchase is a far cry from golden automobiles. As de facto ruler of the kingdom, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia purchased Newcastle United through the state investment funds of Saudi Arabia, which he oversees. Prince Salman bought the club for approximately $300 million after nearly 2 years of negotiations, a risky attempt to diversify his nation's economy away from dependence on oil and toward investments in the most popular and lucrative sport, football. A luxury hotel. Stepping into the world of luxury hotels was yet another of Prince Salman's endeavors to diversify his country's economy. We can all agree that MBS's ideas are getting more and more pricey at this time. The Abraj Kudai Hotel, a project of Prince Salman, is on track to set yet another world record, this one for the largest hotel ever built. The lavish hotel will feature 10,000 rooms when it is finished, as well as a ring of 12 towers that are 45 floors tall. The city of Mecca, where Abraj Kudai will be situated, is a superb location with endless resources for pilgrimage. The first 5 stories of Abraj Kudai were reportedly built especially for the royal family by Prince Salman. The suites on this floor are reserved for the prince and his family whenever they choose to visit and are decorated to their preferences. A mega city. Keeping in mind that we predicted Prince Salman's plans would become more elaborate and costly, when you can construct an entire city, why stop at just creating the biggest hotel in the world? He did go there. MBS is developing his own metropolis. The Saudi Crown Prince stated in 2017 that as part of the Saudi Vision 2030 initiative, a cutting-edge, self-sufficient, renewable energy-using smart metropolis called NEOM would be built from the ground up. The name NEOM was created from the Greek word neo, which means new, and the Arabic word for future, which was abbreviated to form new future. True to its name, the city's plans are so far in the future that they seem to have sprung from a sci-fi film. NEOM would cost more than $500 million and 3 times the size of New York City, with robots performing a variety of tasks in place of people. There would be no need for conventional transportation since, according to reports, NEOM would be built so that everything you could possibly need would be close at hand or accessible by bicycle. Human-sized drones would be used for urban air mobility. High-speed trains would be used for unavoidable long-distance travel and underground transit networks. The world is waiting to see just how far the Crown Prince will go in his attempt, and portions of NEOM are already under construction. Prince Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud has a lifestyle that is truly to be envied, from setting world records with his home to cruising about in a car painted gold. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Unleash Billions. If you could live a day in Prince Salman's life, what extravagant items would you purchase? Leave your comments in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Remember, success is within your reach, so unleash your inner billionaire. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video.